In this demo, we will show you how to create conditional paths in logic, using ifs and switches. In this module, we've already created a screen and, inside of it, one screen action. Let's now add a button to the screen that will invoke the screen action. We will use the existing screen action to verify if a number is odd or even. For that, we will add an input parameter to the action so that we can pass a number into it. Since the screen action now has an input parameter, we have to set its value in the button. Let's use 100. It is now time to implement the screen action logic. Let's drag an if to validate whether the number is odd or even. Double-clicking the if will open the expression editor of the if condition. To verify if a number is odd, we can check if the remainder of the division by 2 is not 0. The if condition will evaluate to true when the number is odd. In this case, we will show a feedback message stating exactly that. Double-clicking the message allows you to change its text. Let's now complete the logic when the number is odd by connecting the if branch and adding the end. Let's add another message to the false branch, meaning that the number is even. The logic created is associated with the button in the screen, so, whenever the button is clicked, the value passed to the input parameter, that we defined as 100, will be used to check if it is odd or even, and display a corresponding info message. Let's see this in action. Clicking the button will show the info message, and in this case the number is even. Let's return to Service Studio and test with different numbers. Now the info message will say that the number is odd. Odd or even is now working, but what about when the number is 0? Going back to the screen action, let's add some logic to verify that. This new if will verify if the number is 0. If it is 0, we will display a message informing the user. To complete the logic and clear the true change errors, let's add the end and create the missing connectors. Let's now change the number input to 0. We have now created the logic to verify if a number is 0, odd, or even using only ifs. Let's comment or disable the existing code and then create the same logic using a switch. Using a switch, we will add the first message and its condition to check if the number is 0. Switch branches may be created by simply adding new connectors coming out from the switch. Each connector needs a condition. In this case, we'll check if the number is 0, and then complete the switch branch with an end. Another branch of the switch is easily created by adding a new connector. First, creating the target element, a message. And now, the new branch connector. And then the condition can be set in the connector properties. The end element will complete this new branch. The otherwise branch is mandatory and will be executed if none of the other branches evaluates to true. In this case, if the number is even. Let's now publish the module and test this new logic. Let's change the value of the number to an odd number, so the second branch connector is executed. Let's test it in the browser to confirm.